Well, here we are. England have just beaten South Africa in Sharjah. This was actually quite a close contest, probably our first one, you know, of the tournament so far, in between two that we might have expected it from. What was your first impression from this match?
Yeah, my first impression is actually that you should step a little bit away from me because I'm kind of angry about this result and I'm worried that I'm going to maybe have a go at you as a result. I'm very disappointed in South Africa's performance because they did so well against West Indies. They dominated that game and then something just went wrong in the batting. You know, the first thing I said after that West Indies thing is the middle order's not been tested. So today we saw Marizanne come in at number 4. I think that's too low. And I think Anneke Bosch is eating up too many balls. So I know it was very good bowling, but she batted too slowly. South Africa were 37 for 1 in the power play. They scored 17 runs in the next 4 overs, and then they just got 124. 140, they would have won the game. The batting's too slow. The lineup must change. That's takeaway number 1.
I think an element of that, and takeaway number 2, is Sophie Ecclestone's role in that. So she went wicketless in England's first match here, and she spearheads their very enviable spin attack. So she actually came to the fore here. 2 wickets for 15 from her 4 overs, but there was a section there where she really stopped them from scoring, really put the brakes on, and that was around that time that Bosch was struggling. So I think she was really key to restricting them to that total.
Absolutely. And then I just want to talk a little bit about England's chase because they struggled a little bit against Bangladesh. Of course, they were batting first there. It didn't look very fluent. There were 1 or 2 standout performances. But this time, I was particularly impressed with Sciver Brunt. She hit so much leg side that it's actually difficult to stop her. Is there something else in the batting that we can make as takeaway number 3, would you say?
Yeah, Sciver Brunt was excellent. I think for me, takeaway number 3 was Danni Wyatt. She scored 41 here, about a run a ball, and that was the first match against Bangladesh, and 43 at a run a ball tonight. That's quite uncharacteristic of her. She'd normally be, much more runs and off fewer balls. But the fact that she's able to play the innings as she should, as the situation dictates, I think that is a really good step forward, and that's what her side needed from her tonight. So I think that was takeaway, the fact that she was able to play that little bit more slower innings, but the one that her team needed.
Yeah, and in a very, very difficult situation, because even though the runs were not necessarily that high, Sharjah, as we know, we've been at all the games here, it's low, it's slow, pace off is the thing to do. The outfield is big. Running the 2s and 3s is difficult. Breaching the boundary even more so. So she was spectacular. England have got another game here. South Africa, we're out of here. We're not coming back to Sharjah. Thank you very much. Back to Dubai, and we'll see if we're still getting on by the end of this week.